check this out then. This is, I'm pretty sure, based on this t-shirt and the name, I actually think I've heard of this content creator though. Friendly Jordies? Isn't Friendly Jordies the guy that, like, was going, like, someone went after, the mob went after him or something? I vaguely remember a story about, like, or like, the city or something went after Friendly Jordy, like, Friendly Jordies, and, like, they burned his house down or something like that. Is that the same one that I'm thinking of, or it's someone else? He went after a politician, he started getting attacked. Yeah, so this is him, Bath. Because I thought I recognized the name. Okay, so this is him. Apparently he's doing okay, cause this video is only 4 months old, so I guess he's doing okay. Yeah, corrupt politician, Australia, and the corrupt politician was involved with the mob or something, and because he did a story about it, I think they burned his house down. Yeah, I remember that. And Friendly Jory's actually waved the white flag and said, "Fine, you win. I'm taking my video down." Yeah, his house got firebombed, and that's when he said, "Fine, I'll take the video down where I basically expose you guys." Yep. Okay. Well, much different content from here, where this is just stories about people getting banned from McDonald's. So much different than exposing politicians. So, let's take a look.
Hey, you ever been kicked out of McDonald's? Well, you'll find this video. It's an entire video about that.
Tycel Era 4 asked me, "Hey Melina, what do you think about Hutton Orbital? It's in a thing called space." Ah, my knowledge lies in guiding the Tarnished to fulfill their destinies within the lands, between not the vastness of space. However, Hutton Orbital sounds like a place of great distance and importance. Much like the Erd Tree in our realm, I imagine it would require patience and perseverance to reach, just as one must to survive in Elden Ring. Perhaps even more challenging than facing a boss in the game.
Fair. You were saved from a bunk only because of the phrasing. No, because of the phrasing, you do not get a bunk. You will say you will receive. Yo, sniper bait! You're goddamn right. The finger was hovering over the bunk. You are goddamn right. It was. But there was no suggestion of going to Hutton in a Sidewinder for a free anaconda. Sidewinder and free anaconda were nowhere mentioned in there. So you get a reprieve. Yes? You do not. Alright. Let us check out people getting kicked out of McDonald's, shall we?
That. No, look. We asked in the Friendly Jordies community page, as we sometimes do, so make sure that you keep refreshing that page for the rest of your life obsessively, because once every 2 weeks, there will be a new update. And this one was, "Oi, have you ever been kicked out of McDonald's?" Oh, I already said that part, haven't I? Write your story in the comments, and I'll make a dumb video for some of them.
God.
I'm fucking hilarious. Also, if you're in Bathurst, get tickets. Well, that show's already ended. And as you can tell, he was in Bathurst. It went off. Now, here's the important point, which says a lot about you. Nearly 1,000 comments. Yeah, I've been kicked out of Macca's before. What is wrong with you people? Like, I'm telling you, it was just like, I refreshed the page, it was like, yeah. So let's go through them, but seeing as there was just the absolute mountain of stories that was piled upon me, this really does seem like I'm sorting through some.
Well, Homely, I don't think that there are any Waffle Houses in Australia, so I don't think he actually understands the gravity that comes with actually being banned from a Waffle House. So, yeah, I don't think they have Waffle Houses in Australia. He doesn't know.
some archaic bureaucracy system now. You've really sucked the fun out of it already, but here we go. Never been kicked out before, but I think we all know a particularly interesting story involving a particular previous PM. Oh, don't we all?
Huh?
Well, except the vast majority of international viewers that are watching this now. I don't think there's any need to explain it, as it was clearly more popular than the Queen dying, wasn't it? Anyway, now that we've got that out of the way...
I don't know about it. What the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? Okay, Australians in my chat. What the fuck happened with the former PM in McDonald's? Someone, please tell me. I must know. Did, like, the former PM of Australia get shit-faced and trash a McDonald's? The plaque says it? Hang on. I can't, it's hard to read. In this spot, okay, it was at this spot in the evening of the 20th of September 1997 that Scott Morrison defecated in his pants after the Cornwallis Sharks lost the Super League Grand Final to the Brisbane Broncos 26-8. He shat his pants in McDonald's. I mean, that makes him the perfectly qualified politician, does it not? That does make him the perfectly qualified politician. Well, Spectre, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Australia doesn't care about the Queen as much as, say, England and Canada does.
Than the Queen dying, wasn't it? Anyway, now that we've got that out of the way, and yes, I was expecting there to be a few, but a couple hundred of those comments. I like how more of Australians know that than who the first Prime Minister was. My high school rugby team. Oh, what an awesome clientele. I bet you the Tiffany store next to it was thinking, oh, why aren't they coming in here? What are we doing wrong? Look, one of them passed out and pissed in their mouth. I want to be cleaning that up. My high school rugby team stopped at Macca's for an after-match feed on the way back to town. Got kicked out for pickle racing. Ah, yes. McDonald's doesn't need to sponsor the Olympics. It's already there. Throwing pickles on the window. Yes, we know what it is, you
I don't? Oh my fucking sweet God. Okay.
Somebody please tell Vidal Ember's eyes broke cheer 100.
Oh God, I'm dizzy. Oh shit. Okay, that's... Oh God. Oh, that almost killed me. The idea of basically just taking the pickles out of a McDonald's sandwich, weighting them against the fucking window, and having them trip race down the bay window of the McDonald's shattered me. Just fucking shattered me. And we're only 2 minutes in. Chat, I'll be honest. I thought that we were going into this gonna be getting like horror stories about Karens. I was not expecting fucking Australian pickle racing. I was not expecting this. I could be in trouble.
Thick-headed rugby moron. And whoever Pickle stayed the longest yes! Like, it's pretty self-explanatory what Pickles racing is. Fuck. What, do you think you're genetically modifying little Pickle Rick?
We're using straws as the finish line, Morty.
Look, maybe I am being a bit presumptuous, just in case you don't know what Pickle racing.
You have peace. I have never heard of pickle racing in Canada. Never. Could? Yes, Geronimo's. Well-mannered? Yeah, actually, I will say I was well-mannered when I was a youth. I was. I don't think I started to hit my stride until probably about late teens. I'd say that's probably when late teens, I think, is when I hit the stride.
Racing is, I mean, a picture's worth 1,000 words. Look at that.
Look, I'm sliding down the window. Everyone's looking forward to seasoning, baby.
Had to write an apology letter and all. Oh no, not the high school boy apology letter. I think we've all been there. Dear Sydney Trains, I am sorry for streaking in the quiet carriage. And by sorry, I mean I don't want the principal to yell at me again. If he didn't exist, I'd do it again, just saying. I went to McDonald's with some friends after smoking weed. Is there any other way to attend McDonald's? And one of them, a cop's kid, Jesus, talk about a genetic handicap, got into an argument with the manager. When told to leave, he filled a tray with ketchup and slung it all over the place. Then the cops got there and detained me and my other friend, while the only one of us who did anything left with his father. Look, yeah, having a cop...
No, that fucking sucks. That fucking sucks. Sounds like there's corruption not only in politics in Australia. Yeah, that fucking blows. Oh, that would not be my friend anymore after that. My ass gets arrested and you just go on with your pop? No charges? Yep, you ain't that. You would not be my friend after that.
Cop is a dad. It just depends if they're a hard ass or they're Chief Wiggum, you know, like... There's only two ways that story could have gone. He either goes out being like, yeah, I'm gonna talk to him. He's definitely gonna get grounded.
Yeah, Canito.
Come on, son. Let's go to another McDonald's. I'm hungry. Or,
Yeah, Pete, that's what I was saying at the very beginning of this video. I was asking you if that's who this was. I thought I recognized the name. I thought I recognized his name, and I asked about that specifically. Yeah.
Hands up, son. He's resisting arrest. My wife's not going to like the outcome, but no one is above to know.
Before my dad enlisted in the army,
Whoa.
I'm starting to see a pattern here. Anyone that has a hard-ass dad.
Oh, look, it's the Ronald McDonald House charity box. Let's spin it.
Before 1994, he was a heavy drinker. Okay, this is
Oh, God.
counseling channel. So, living in Kalgoorlie at the...
No, Selene. Friendly Jordies did a story for his YouTube channel on corrupt politicians. And the corrupt politician said, basically, this is extremely basic here. He did a story about corrupt politicians. Corrupt politicians said, take your story down. Friendly Jordy said, no, I don't think so. You're corrupt. I think the story's staying up. They proceeded to contract out a firebombing on his house that cannot be proven it was done by them. And he said, okay, you win. I'll take the video down. That's the nature of it. Basically, a corrupt politician contracted out a firebombing of his house because he published a story about this corrupt politician being corrupt. And the corrupt politician won, unfortunately.
The time, fuck, it keeps getting darker. He stormed into the local McDonald's. Oh, it's about him. Yes, okay, now this context is still not making sense, but a little more appropriate. While plastered and demanded to meet Ronald McDonald. That's what I'm talking about.
God.
Fully unadulterated drunks in Macca's. This is what we're looking for.
What do you mean I can't meet him? I saw him outside!
He was escorted out by employees, riding a push bike through the drive-thru
What?
while intoxicated. There's so many cunts. What? It's a vehicle, fuck off. And I've just been told this was a good quarter of the story, so thank you for representing a large chunk of the demographic. After being asked repeatedly not to, will get you banned from service. Nonetheless, he persisted. Personally, I thought making engine noises.
Oh, God. I have also heard about plenty of people. I don't know if they were toxic or not, but they tried to go through the drive-thru McDonald's on a bicycle and would actually freaking argue with the employees about whether or not they could get service in the drive-thru on a bicycle. I'm not sure what the end results end up were, but this is not the first time someone has tried to argue with McDonald's employees that if they're on a bike, they can go through the drive-thru. Which, let's be honest, it's just ass-hattery. You're on a bike. Get off the bike and walk inside.
Ah, yes, that'll fool them.
Well, that's different,
And
Pete, if the
pretending
inside's
to
closed.
wind down my window, it keeps getting better. He's committing to the bit. Was enough to
God.
pass for a vehicle. So do I. Can't you give him points for theatrical flair or something? Give him a burger. King, you should be their new mascot. I'm getting tired of the So my friends and I found out that butter is free. Okay, well this is a long comment and I think we all know where it's going. And the touchscreen things don't force you to make a purchase. So we got 40 butters and one ketchup.
Oh my God.
Hey, ketchup. Fuck, you guys are fat. Look at the disproportion in fat. The lady behind the counter was very confused, but she gave us around 9 butters. Hey,
it's supposed to be free!
the bad part was, when the rest of our friends found out, there was a line of people that were all our friends, just ordering butter. Jesus, it's like the Seinfeld episode where everyone starts eating Snickers with a knife and a fork. You're gonna bankrupt this large...
Wait. What was that abomination I just saw?
episode where everyone starts eating Snickers with a knife and a fork.
What? First of all, this is not a Snickers. That's first of all. This is not a Snickers. This is a Three Musketeers bar. This is not a Snickers. It is a Three Musketeers bar. Number 2. You are eating a fucking Three Musketeers bar with a knife and fork. That is worse than eating a pizza with a knife and fork. Yes, sir. You're a psychopath.
Starts eating Snickers with a knife and a fork. You're gonna bankrupt this large global multinational business.
You know, the real mom and pop operations.
After about the 5th time, the lady behind the counter kicked us out. See, this is what I'm starting to gather. If you work at McDonald's, your clientele, your customer is the scum of society. So for you to get kicked out, you really have to push the envelope.
You know what? Hate to say it, but it's not wrong. The people showing up at McDonald's late at night, yeah, there's a reason why they're showing up at McDonald's late at night. Usually drunk or high. There's no denying that, unfortunately.
Waited for 5 of these people going, okay, 4 in a row could just be a twisted coincidence, and nah, fool me 5 times, nah, get out. In the end, we had a McDonald's paper bag full to the brim with butter. My friend kept that bag in his room for a week. Why not a lifetime? That's a trophy. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if McDonald's butter lasts that long. Police raided the McDonald's. Found a worker was making crack in the basement. Damn.
What?
Even the staff are fucked. Also,
The motherfucker had a drug lab in the basement of McDonald's. Some Crimson, some have basements. Not all. Some do. Yeah, Tay-Dog, yeah, you're right. I need that. I need that chocolate. Jesse, we need to cook. Xanax, if you're asking what is crack, crack is a crystallized smokable form of cocaine. When you were working at Tim Hortons, someone stole the 40-foot coffee cup inflatable off our roof as a grad prank. Oh, God. Well, I mean, Crimson, why do you think they sell the Mac sauce separately? Why do you think the Mac sauce is sold in its own individual packets these days? Oh, okay, Black Wolf, that joke is so fucking stupid, I have to laugh at it.
does McDonald's have a basement, or is he just walking into the toilet?
Yeah, the disabled toilet. No one in a wheelchair ever rocks up here. It's the perfect disguise.
Big Mac was alright though.
Yeah, but it keeps getting smaller and more expensive. What's the go there?
Oh, sorry, that comment should be reserved for our worst of series. Moving on. Mac has saved me from being kicked out of a Sizzler. My mistake. I said that McDonald's is the scum of society, but as we just learned from there is a basement to McDonald's after all. Sizzler wouldn't let me in because I didn't have any shoes on. Well, what do you expect? It's a classy establishment. It has a sneeze guard. So I went next door to Macca's and got 2 large brown Macca's bags and put them on my feet. Problem solved? No. So you went back to Sizzler.
What? To solve the issue of not wearing shoes, he got 2 paper bags from McDonald's and wore them as shoes. He wore McDonald's bags as shoes. Is this fucking homeless chic? Or something? Well, it's a Sizzler. Of course it's homeless chic. Oh, sweet God. Wait, what? What line from White Men Can't Jump? I'll be going to Sizzler. Sizzler used to be big, and then
after that going,
What? It's the latest in Balenciaga fashion. What?
Wow, Balenciaga. See, I can't even pronounce it, it's so fancy.
we abused the self-service kiosk to give us negative burgers. What the fuck?
what?
Negative burgers. So when the purchase went through, it cost 0 for feeding the lads. What, so you press minus on the burgers and it lowers the price?
What?
Did you do fucking advanced accounting at uni? Like, you really should be working for one of the major firms helping banks to avoid tax. That's incredible.
Modern hero.
Instead of just being cool, the manager called security and the police and demanded we get arrested for fraud. Ah, just like the Labour Party, busting up the global cabal of nations allowing all this corporate tax.
This is meant to be a comedy video, but if you want to know more, I don't know, watch this video, I guess. I hate this. Oh. I wonder if this video came out before his incident then.
Invasion. Yeah. Small scale stuff belongs to a current affair. Must have been binge watching Suits or something, but we got ejected for trespassing anyway. Man.
What? So McDonald's own system is fucked. And then they have the police arrest, or kick out and trespass the guys that discovered it. Wow. That is some serious scumbaggery shit right there. Like literally, by saying we abuse the self-service, they literally just hit when the amount was 0, they literally just hit minus. And it worked. It's because McDonald's own system was fucked. It's not like they hacked the fucking kiosk. They literally just pressed minus. And it fucking worked. And they found a legitimate exploit. But McDonald's trespassed them. What absolute fucking scumbaggery. Fuck, if that happened to me, I would never go back to the McDonald's again, and I'd be sure all the papers knew about it. That because McDonald's own systems fucked up, I was the one to actually get a trespass warning when I did absolutely nothing illegal. Fuck McDonald's, man. Fuck them.
Passing anyway. Man, don't fuck with Mac Daddy. Jesus. They come down hard. Also on your end though.
What? Why can't you just be, quote, cool with fraud?
Former manager here, once there was this
It's not fraud. It's literally your own system's fucked up, and you can just say, you know what? We're not gonna give you any money. Like if you go into negative, where it's like, oh, we owe you, and instead just go, you know what? Our system fucked up. We're gonna give you your burgers for free. Thank you for bringing this to our attention. Like seriously, like that's. If memory serves, I don't know if they still do this, but I vaguely remember, who was it? Was it Google, I think? Actually had a bounty system where if you could somehow hack the Chrome browser or something, if you were able to hack the Chrome browser, you could send that exploit to Google and say, listen, I found an exploit on how to hack your browser. Facebook does it too, perhaps. And if you notify Google, hey, I've discovered an exploit to your system, here's how it was done, and you get paid like $10,000 or $20,000 by Google, so they can know the exploit and fix it. McDonald's can easily do the same fucking thing here and just say, you know what? You found an exploit? Cool. Your meal's on us. Thank you for showing us this exploit so we can now fix it. It cost McDonald's what? 50 fucking cents? But no, instead they decide to go nuclear and say, you can never come into this McDonald's again, you heathens. Go fuck yourself, McDonald's.
plan, and now it's not Ronald McDonald. Negative burgers, can you believe that? No, but imagine if that was the comment. I personally had to kick out 3 Eshays from the store as they kept ordering soft serve cones, and when called to collect them, they'd grab the ice cream only, closed fist, and then flog it to the closest friend. Lads are such fucking rats, aren't they? They're not evolved from chimps like the rest of us. Their closest descendant is the...
This is not exclusive to Australia. There is like it's pretty common for like, especially in drive-thru, where people order a cone, the person will drive up and they'll just grab the ice cream off the cone with their bare hand. But typically speaking, they'll wing it at the employee. No drowning. Wait, Apple has some massive bounties for ethical hackers. No, drowning was a different story. This was a completely different story. This was the other one. So this is a completely different story. Different people. Yeah, the whole grabbing the ice cream barehanded, like, off the cone, that's nothing new. But a lot of times what they do is they grab the ice cream and then they'll actually wing it at the employee. And, like, suck with the employees, which, again, no. Fucking no. I hate people that abuse fast food workers like that. Well, I mean, Geronimo's. Yeah, McDonald's University is in the northern suburbs. So, like, of course they have a test kitchen in Chicago. They've actually, I think they moved it, but Hamburger U used to be in. Fuck, I forget the town it used to be located in. It has moved into Chicago itself. But it was the actual like Hamburger University where they would where they basically train and educate managers and franchise owners. Was it Rolling Meadows? No. I forget where it was. I actually visited it once, but I for the life of me I cannot remember the town the town that was in. Um, Geronimo's, the one that was set up to look like the 50s diner? That's a test kitchen one? So I do remember that 50s one. Yeah. I do think I remember that. So that got turned into, the test kitchen. That's a shame. That's a shame that they turned that into a test kitchen. That sucks. You know? That actually sucks. Heh.
Common brown rat. And so when you put the tools in front of them like you do with a great ape, they're just like,
Oh yeah, Brian Ant's nest. I can use this stick to put it in there and give me a fucking wallet bar, sting you cunt.
This repeated about 7 or 8 times before eventually an elderly woman copped some to her eye. God, I love Nara. Well, seeing as this is Eshays from Nara, there is only one way to sign this off, and that is
2, 4, 5, 1. Nara.
Didn't get kicked out, but my twin brother and I paid for our food once with over 485-cent coins.
Oh,
so much more annoying than your twins.
Which one's idea was it?
We had a trainee serving us, manager and 2 other workers counting it all out. They were obviously not happy about it. And yet, they didn't kick you out.
Well, because legally they have to. Well, okay, let me rephrase. I'm reasonably sure in Australia they legally have to accept it as legal tender. I'm reasonably sure even in Australia if they kick them out for giving them all those nickels for payment, McDonald's could potentially face some liability because a 5-cent coin is legal tender. Yeah, I know it is in the U.S. That's what I'm reasonably sure, legally speaking, it's the same in Australia. I feel like. Exactly. Yeah. Well, the coins don't say legal tender, but by law, coins are legal tender. By law, government, like essentially government issued coins, like nickels, dimes, quarters, etc., are legal tender. Well, okay, sniper bait again. We're talking California here, or California, for fuck's sake. We're talking Australia here, so we don't know if it's the same. To be fair, like that's why I was like, I'm kind of guessing because I do not know Australian law. I don't know if Australia has a similar law or not.
I'm telling you, it must just be the old movie cliche of,
It was his idea. Kick him out.
look, honestly, compared to all the other stories, I think you guys deserve to be kicked out the most. That is really,
Okay.
really...
Okay, Sniper Bates. So there is a law. So there is a law in Australia for like giving 485-cent coins.
Party 100.
Thank you, Black Wolf. So there actually is an Australian law against this, but it's like never enforced. Okay. Yard Dog, I would say you would have a case there if you wanted to pay a speeding ticket in pennies, and they refused to accept it unless it was rolled. I would say you could probably, if you wanted to be an asshole, or righteous, depending on if the speeding ticket was justified or not, you could probably push that where there's nothing legal that states pennies have to be rolled in order to pay a fine. I would suspect they could not legally refuse to accept it. They probably said, we won't accept it if it's not rolled, and you just went, okay. But I bet you if you pushed it and said, this is how I'm paying for it, here it is. If you don't wish to accept it, that's on you. And I'm reasonably sure there is no law saying that coins must be rolled to be accepted as legal tender. I'm fairly certain there is no law regarding that. So if someone says, we are not going to take this coin because it's not rolled, legally, I don't think it can be refused, especially if it's like going to a court. If you present them with the coin, in the correct amount of coin, and they refuse to take it or even attempt to count it because they say it's not rolled, then I'm reasonably sure, record it and say, I am trying to pay my fine. Here's the money I'm paying my fine with, and you are, just to verify, you are refusing my payment. And if they say yes, next stop is to a lawyer, I'd say. Yeah, but Solane, the problem is those machines take a percentage. The Coinstar machines take a percentage of what you deposit. You don't get one for one paid back. And I'm not sure if banks will roll your coin for you anymore. I honestly don't know. Let's see. 31 USC 5103. Legal tender in the U.S. Code is specifically states United States coin and currency, including Federal Reserve notes and circulating notes of Federal Reserve banks and national banks, are legal tender for all debts, public charges, taxes, and dues. Foreign gold or silver coins are not legal tender for debts. Yeah, there you go. Will they still roll coins for you? Okay. I wasn't sure if they did or not. Case. Not
Irritating. Well, I'm a little happy meal from those stories. Thank you very much for them. They were, just like McDonald's, not bad. Anyway, if you would like another one of these videos, let us know. If you would like to buy some merchant-friendly Geordies, you could do that as well. I particularly like the shirt that is obviously infringing on copyright. I'm not going to put it up on screen because that would be so stupid, because then I'd have to stop selling it, wouldn't I? So, you want another one of those videos? Fine. You can like this. But I think that we also need one on McDonald's staffers confessing their sins. If you have worked at McDonald's and you have seen some untoward stuff,
there's got to be a lot of
and
those.
we'll do a serious, as is the current meme on Friendly Geordies, investigation into that. But I'm sick of that thumb. We're not going to be using that picture again. We'll be using this one instead. Oh, it's the same one. I've just got a different shirt on.
2541, narrow, 2541, narrow boys, 2541, Shellhaven, 2541, remix, 2541, narrow, 2541, narrow boys, 2541, Shellhaven, 2541, brother.
I've got some bad tasting medicine no one's...
Whoopsie, didn't mean to do that. Wait, who said that? Hang on. TS Hunter? And you know what? That's the right way to do it. Accept the coin, but say, listen, especially the fact that he was coming in at close, is tell him, okay, I will accept this. You can help me count it out before I give you the alternator. That's the correct response. Absolutely correct response. Is to do it that way. Like, accept it, lose. Sure, cool. Help me count it out. That is the proper thing to do. That's the proper way to do it. Honestly.